As part of Asian American Heritage Month, I chose one of my favorite books written by a Chinese immigrant, and it won the 2021 Caldecott Honorary Award. Jason Shin, the illustrator, has used watercolor and a lot of yellow, he said, because he wanted to make look like old photos in this book. And Andrea Wang is the author. She's a very well-educated author and has won many awards for her books as well. This book is about a little girl living in Iowa, and her Chinese immigrant parents don't talk much about their life before in China, and she learns some things from her family. Love the end page that takes up the full thing. You can see the nice watercolors and the detail that Jason Shin has put into it. Right away, we meet a very unhappy girl. You can just tell from her face that she's not happy to be with her family. They're driving along and her mom says, "Look," and stops the car, and Dad says, "Oh, there's watercress." And they want to pick the watercress from the side of the road. They get some bags and the scissors, and they remember their time back in China. But the daughter is not happy to have to roll up her pants and take off her shoes and socks and wade into the icky, squelchy mud and pick the watercress. It's so embarrassing. Why can't they just buy it at the grocery store? At dinner that night, everyone is eating the bitter-sweet greens with their food, and she refuses to eat it. Look at that posture, the face and the arms folded. Ew, this is yucky. I don't want to eat these. But it's fresh, says Dad, and it's free, said Mom, and I shake my head. Free? Free is bad. Free is hand-me-down clothes and roadside trash heap furniture, and now dinner from a ditch. She can see there she's getting made fun of for not being the same as the other girls. Mom sighs and disappears into her room and returns with a very old photo. "This is my family," she says, "from before." She points to a small boy as thin as a stem of watercress. "Your little brother, your uncle." Mom has never talked about him before. She goes on to tell about a famine in China where they had nothing to eat, and when they did, it was never enough to fill all their bellies. I look at my uncle's face in the photo, the watercress on the table, and I am ashamed of being ashamed of my family. So she takes a bite of the watercress, and it bites her back with a spicy, peppery taste, delicate and slightly bitter, just like Mom's memories of home, which is a perfect simile right there, the bittersweet greens and the bittersweet memories. Together, we eat it all and make a new memory of watercress. There was a couple of similes and metaphors in there. In the beginning, when they see the watercress, she says, "Mom's eyes are as sharp as the tip of a dragon's claw." So if your child's in 3rd, 4th grade, they can start seeing the imagery, what a simile can do using the words like or as. What a wonderful story, talking about the bittersweet memories and a chance to appreciate the heritage of what your families have gone through. You might feel embarrassed, but why don't you ask about their history and why this is important to them? I hope you will go and look for this book, Watercress, at your local library.